lots of people making proportions, right? So we see that it's similar. We know we need to make a proportion. We use 30 and 36, 30 and 36. The mistake I see is this, 15 and X. Why is that wrong? What did I do?
X should be in the denominator.
How do you know X should be in the denominator?
I don't know. Oh, because the thing, where it is at.
So if I look at the key, right, BC is the second two letters, and EF is the second two letters. The 30 and the 15 have to go together. The 30 corresponds to the 15. So those are right. And the 30 and the 36 are right. So actually what I did was correct. I was just stressing you guys out. So we're going to multiply here and multiply here. 30x equals 15 times 36. So over in our calculator, we're going to do 15 times 36. And then 540 divided by 30. And we get 18. So all we did was divide by 2. 30 divided by 2 is 15, and 36 divided by 2 is 18. The mistake I see most often, and see, I try to make mistakes and I just can't even make myself do it sometimes. Other times I make crazy mistakes. 15 and the X is the one that I see most often, right? The 30 and the X don't go together. They can't be in the same fraction. The 30 and the 15 have to be together. So you need the 30 and the 15 and the X and the 36 in order to cross multiply. Okay. It's kind of a weird way of asking that. Victoria, I'm glad you jumped in. The H, so lines of symmetry are just folding lines. How can I fold this in half? Or how can I cut it if it's a cake? I can slice it in half vertically, and I can slice it in half horizontally. So that's 2 lines of symmetry, right? So maybe number 1 is a medium or even a hard question, and number 2 is pretty much an easy question. When I go through these kind of tests, I go through them 3 times. The first time I go through and I do all of the easy questions, just all of the no-brainer, oh, I know exactly how to do that. And I tally them up. And then I go through and I'm like, okay, what do I think I know? And if I think I don't know it, I skip it again. And I do all the things that I think I can work out. And then I go back to all the hard questions. So just test taking strategies. You guys are all probably really good at that. At this point in your life, we need to make our slope triangle, right? And then count carefully. You want to count jumps, not lines. 1, 2, 3. This is up 3. So that's a positive 3 because I went up. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think a lot of people counted 4 and 8 instead of 3 and 7. I had a handful of 1/2. Parallel slope, you've got that equals in there. So we've got 3/7. And then perpendicular is going to be -7/3. I would say we had 80% correct on that. And of the ones that didn't get those, you either didn't finish or you had the 1/2, which is just a little counting mistake. So excellent job on the slope. This one looks really good too. So I've got Brent works in the summer. That's P. He will not take a vacation. For those who didn't get this one quite right, you missed that little word not. He does not take a vacation means that is not Q. Make sure you look for those little tiny words. They catch me all the time, all the time. Brent takes a vacation. He takes a vacation. That's super easy. That's Q. Therefore, what's the symbol for therefore? Which one of these is the therefore symbol? Anybody? Yeah, the 3 dots. I heard somebody say the 3 dots, and then Brent does not. There's another little knot in there. Work this summer. So Brent works this summer. So therefore not P. Okay, so Q, then not, or P, then not Q, and then just Q, and then therefore not P. Okay, questions on those 4 slides. Dun, 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 constructions. Let's get a little bigger with this one. That's probably too big. That'll work. Angle bisector. Has this angle been bisected? Anybody, yes or no? It has not been bisected. I haven't cut anything in half. I know we haven't worked on these a lot, but these marks here are what you have drawn with a compass. If I was able to put a compass in your hand, that's what you would draw. The next step would be to go through that intersection. So an angle congruent to another angle. Do we have 2 congruent angles here, one on the left and one on the right? Yes or no? Just shout it out. Nobody's judging. Yeah, we do. I'm not super certain of it, so I'm going to put a question mark there. A line segment congruent to another line segment. We do have lots of line segments, but I feel like there's a whole lot more going on in this than a line segment. Do you agree with me? Yeah, so I'm going to cross out C as well. I feel like there's a lot more going on than that. And then a line segment perpendicular to a given line segment. So I do see something that looks like a right angle. I really am tempted to put a little right angle box in here. Am I allowed to do that? Somebody say no. Why am I not allowed to do that? We haven't practiced that. If it's not given to you, you shouldn't do it. And we haven't done enough in a construction to be able to do that. This answer D would be the most tempting wrong answer. So your answer choice should be B. If you chose D, you chose the best wrong answer, and I'm perfectly okay with that with the level of practice we've done with constructions. But the right answer is B. The best wrong answer is D. Please don't ever choose A or C, okay? Last one. These are the dreaded proving lines parallel questions. We will get these eventually. If you're still struggling, follow the steps, okay? What's the first thing I'm going to tell you to do if you're trying to prove A, B, and C, D parallel? You have a line segment tool, right, in Pear Deck?
I was going to say, see if there's any that can add up to 180 or anyone.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we want to check for A and B and C and D first. So what I want to do is highlight those. If you have not highlighted A and B and C and D on your Pear Deck, I want you to do that with every single answer choice. So I'm going to pause for a second. I know it's going to take you a little bit longer because I have a touch screen. Highlight all of those lines, all 8 of those line segments. Once you have them highlighted, what we're looking for is exactly what Victoria said. We're looking for a pair of angles that either add up to 180 or are congruent, and we need one on each pink line. We need one angle on AB and another angle on CD. Do we have that in answer choice A? Do we have any angles on this AB line? We do not. So can it be answer choice A? It cannot. What other answer choice can I eliminate because there's no angle on AB? D. Absolutely. So it can't be D because there's no angle on AB. I can't prove things parallel if I don't have any information there. Okay. So by doing this, we've eliminated 2 answer choices. Now I want to go look at AC and BD. So if I highlight those, AC and BD, AC and BD, AC and BD, really I only needed to do B and C because I already crossed these 2 off. So we're just going to look at B and C. If I follow that same rule, what can I eliminate? I can. Why can I eliminate C? There's nothing at the top. And then for B, I can prove exactly what Victoria said. I've got same side interior should be supplementary. Do those add up to 180? They sure do. And then I can look at these other pair, my favorite Z, the 55 and the 55, and those are congruent, and so that works. We've proven the blue line's parallel with the blue angles and the pink line's parallel with the pink angles. That is definitely the hardest question. If I was taking a test, that would be the last one I would try to do. Any questions on those, ladies and gentlemen?